My name is Linda Love Talmadge, and my husband Chuck and I have had the honor to serve as a family liaison with the Families Forward program since October 2018. Families Forward, as part of its stated mission, aims to ease the burden of poverty on children and families in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina. One of the key components of the program is pairing each identified at-risk child and their family with a liaison, a volunteer mentor or mentors to work with the families one-on-one, helping the families set goals, connecting them to community resources, which can assist in escaping poverty and becoming self-sufficient members of the greater Charlotte community. Chuck and I have worked through the Oakhurst STEAM Academy, an elementary school very close to St. John's United Methodist, which, as you know, is another campus of our very own Providence United Methodist. The family with whom we have been paired consists of Greg, the father, Latoya, the mother, and Sophia, a rising first grader. When we began to work with them, they were classified as McKinney-Vento, a program which means they were certified as homeless. They lived in a one-room cinder block building off of Independence Boulevard near Bojangles Coliseum. The room had no refrigerator, no oven, no stove, no closets, and arguably no hope. They had no car, no driver's license, no external family support, no food stamps or other government programs, and no real idea on how to begin the first step toward improving their life. As an aside, when we first saw the challenges which were before us and them, I began to wonder how I let husband Chuck and friend Brian Mateer convince me that this would be a good, meaningful, and most importantly, a possible thing to do. We met with our family at least monthly and talked at least weekly. With the strong support, training, and connectivity of Families Forward and the willing attitude of Greg, Latoya, and Sophia, the no's I mentioned earlier slowly begin to turn into yeses. Greg pursued and passed a Safe Server certification class, which enabled him to apply for the job as a sous chef at a prestigious restaurant uptown, one which I'm not sure Chuck and I could afford to visit. He got the job, which was a substantial increase in responsibility and pay from his former job as a line chef. Latoya began to work part-time to add to the family's income. She completed an online IT degree and is now searching for a full-time position with the help of the Goodwill Opportunity Campus and the support group from the PUMC Job Transition Team. And by the way, if anyone here is looking for a hard worker in the IT field, I would love to talk to you. Perhaps the best of the yeses came when the family seized an opportunity to move out of their no environment to an apartment with a kitchen, a view that includes trees and a playground, and a new feel in the environment that says, well, maybe it could be possible, rather than merely no way. I doubt if any of these things would have happened for them without the support of Families Forward. Families Forward is a rubber meet the road program. Liaisons and families may deal with homelessness, criminal history, job loss, divorce, transportation issues, sickness, family disagreement, and anything you can think of which might affect a family in poverty, or maybe even a family like many of us here, poverty or no poverty. However, when we were helping our family move some furniture and clothing provided by the Patchwork Sunday School class here at Providence, Sophia, the kindergartner, then put it all in perspective. She beamed. She literally beamed and said, as she was helping to move a chair, "Now we can finally all sit down at the same time." In a paraphrased version of John 21:15 through 17, we find the following words. Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Peter, do you love me?" Peter responded, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Feed my lambs." Then Jesus asked a second and yet a third time, "Peter, do you love me?" "Yes, Lord, I do," responded Peter. "Then tend my sheep. Feed my flock," was Jesus' response. Families Forward needs 30 liaisons this upcoming school year to work with identified families. We hope that many of these will come from Providence. Brian Mateer can provide further information, or I will be in the atrium at the Oakhurst STEAM Academy table after the service. It is a wonderful way to tend the flock and feed the sheep.